Alright, hi dancers, it's Miss Haley this week, and today I am going to take you through another class a little bit longer this time, and kind of also continue to give you advice and feedback on how to be your own teacher and practice by yourself during this time. We're outside in my backyard. It's a nice day, it's lovely, and I am thankful to have a brand new tap board to tap on. That's not all scratched up. Like I said in the email that I sent out last week, it's nice to have just something with a little bit of cushion. Just because when we did first go into quarantine and shelter in place, I was dancing on wood over concrete, and I did get shin splints, so you know, I'm working on getting through that. But I wanted to show you a really good way to kind of body maintenance is really focusing on the front of your shin, and when you're doing your kind of like rolling out at night, really focus not only on your feet and all the intrinsic muscles down here, but also work up through your ankle and all the way up into your calf. This upper muscle right here will get really tight, and then all the way down the tibia, just trying to separate the muscle from the bone a little bit will help with the shin splints and any other foot, calf, lower leg related issues that you might have, because shin splints is when this muscle becomes super attached to the bone, so it doesn't release. And another thing to think about is also working with resistant bands. I don't have mine out here with me right now, but usually when I'm warming up for tap, I use a lighter resistance bands, because it's not about building the strength, it's about activating the articulation. And I do the exact same exercises that I do for point as I do for tap. I do the circles, I do the articulations, I do the in, out. Maybe next video I'll get a little bit more in depth if that's what you guys would like. You know, continue to give me feedback, because flying by the seat of my pants here, I'm just giving you things that I think will really help you at home to continue training and not go completely crazy. But as we continue to go through this new normal for the next unforeseeable future, we really do want to be taking care of ourselves. So that is my little advice for you today. Again, continue reaching out to, you know, everybody at the studio, your friends, your loved ones, making sure they're happy, healthy, and safe, because connection and community is one thing we all really need to value right now. And you know, it's so unfamiliar right now, but at least we have dance to kind of help us think and meditate and hone in on just one thing for a little bit, and then go back to worrying about the bigger world. So let's get into tap class. Let's tip tap and do all the things. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do a follow along warm-up similar to what we would do in class when we were leading. Again, just isolating all the different tap sounds that we have and trying to go with different tempos. So in general, this first part will be 2/8 counts for each progression through the tempos, and we do whole notes, half notes, 16 notes, and then I think we double time that. And we go through toe taps, digs, toes. I think that's it. But then again, just follow along and we'll continue to stuff we know. But starting with the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick it up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Picking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3. Really releasing this leg. 7, 8. Really playing on the standing leg. And double time. Really releasing the top of the leg. 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Picking up. Finding the legs. 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. shaking out. Release the neck. Release the upper body. Alright, next we're going to work on shuffles, and I want us to think about, you know, straight or square shuffles and rhythms versus swinging. And then we're going to progress into a lot of different variations of shuffles, so just be prepared. But to start out, the tempo rhythm goes 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, a 2, 1, 2, 3, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, a 3. Yeah, so that cross shuffle, we're really trying to get that over across. Actually, yeah, we're gonna leave it at that, and then we're gonna do right side, left side, and then right side reverse, left side reverse, and then we'll go into a little something else. Really trying to see the difference in that first part between the two different shuffles, the straight in the first two shuffles and the 1, 2, 3 swinging. And also try and figure out where you're hitting your tap, like what part of the ball of your foot are you hitting. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Open, cross, open, cross. Open, cross, open, cross. 1. Back. 1, 2, 3. Cross. This is easier. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you still really want to be playing on your standing leg, especially for that cross, and you have to find that release in the ankle to still get that now that I'm trying to really do it, I can't do it. But my right foot, yeah, so try and get that coordination. It's a lot of work. Well, it's a lot of work and it's hard because we don't usually internally rotate and then try and still have, you know, the ability to make sound. So just practice that. It's complicated. So yeah, last week I showed you paddle and roll and variation on that. So let's just practice with some music. We're just gonna practice some paddle rolls, just normal, yeah? I'm gonna put on some music and we're just gonna go until I say stop. 3, 4, 5, 6, starting with the right dig. So yeah, even if you feel like you are having a hard time, I need to stand up here. Even if you feel like you're having a hard time getting up in tempo, go ahead and try and push yourself, because that's the only way you're going to eventually get there. And you know, it's kind of like the idea of perfectionism. You're always going to be able to go faster or try and attempt to go faster, and sometimes it's just as valid to go really slow and practice that sort of control. So there's benefits to practicing at both tempos, but also as you progress, as you warm up, as you get more synovial fluid flowing into your body, try and push yourself to go faster, because it is kind of fun to just rattle off. And again, plieing and using your hamstrings and gluteus maximus is going to do wonders in your control. So last week the variation was drop the opposite heel to start the paddle and roll. So let's practice that. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That was a little bit sloppy. Let's try that again. Same tempo. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double paddle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oblique, peep, low, peep. Repeat on the left. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of, sort of. So really think about dropping into your heel to initiate that dig, and really separate the heel and the dig as two separate sounds. So keep practicing that coordination. If you need more of a review, go ahead, go back to last week's video and practice that a couple times. We're going to put that aside for now. We're going to continue with the theme of paddle and rolls, but we're going to try traveling them. So you're going to want to have a bend in your knees and have a slight turnout at the top of your hips, so that you can kind of move your feet sideways. It kind of feels like a penguin waddling from side to side. If you've ever seen Happy Feet, this definitely feels like it's right out of that movie. So if we start with the left, it's a regular paddle. dig, brush, toe, heel, dig, brush, toe, heel. You step behind yourself. Then you step out. Dig, brush, toe, heel, dig, brush, toe, heel. Yeah? And you kind of just keep practicing that coordination all together. So it looks like 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to the other side we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? So it's a really good traveling step to practice down a long hallway. And it's just like any other paddle. It's a normal paddle and roll. It doesn't even have the extra beat drop. You're just moving kind of sideways, kind of diagonal, whatever you have the space for right now. You just want to think about stepping out as much as you can manage with your leading foot, and then stepping over as much as you can. So it's the opposite of the kind of the crossover shuffle, in that you're kind of a little bit internally rotated. Here you want to be as rotated as possible from the top of the hips, so you have that range of motion in your lower body. So just to review, we have our regular paddle and roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have our variation where we drop the heel first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's technically a 5 count paddle and roll, and then we have our traveling paddle and roll, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So if you want a transition for the side, just like if you're going down the hall and you want to turn around and go with the other way while staying in tempo, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Yeah? So it's a shuffle heel to start with the crossover step. So if you're going to do that coordination, you shuffle to the side and then heel on the standing leg, so you can really step over and start the paddle and roll on the crossover step as opposed to the step out step. Again, it all depended on how much room you have. So just, you know, you can just go down the hall or whatever long corridor you have and just continue I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and practice your paddle and rolls, your regular count paddle and rolls, your 5 count, and the 5 count within the little phrase that I gave you, and then practice your traveling sideways paddle and rolls. And then next week we'll put them a little bit more together in a combination, but go ahead and try and get all your sounds really clear. Alright dancers, we're going to go over the yellow submarine piece that we started a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to do it with music with the new part, and then I'm going to go back and then go over just the new part on this video. If you need a review of what we've already done, go ahead and go back to that first video, and if you have any questions from there, go ahead, email me. Reach out to me, ask me the question, and then I'll address it in an email back to you or in the next video. Just because, you know, the video's out there where I teach the choreography, so let's just keep pushing through today. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, if you need to review that first part, go back to that other video. Nothing's changed. So we just stopped with the with something, I don't know, but we start with a dig in the right foot, ball change together, dig to the left foot, ball change together, and then we're gonna dig, rotate on our right foot towards the back, drop the toe of the standing leg, tap the toe of the open leg, step on your open leg on the ball of the foot, drop the heel, dig, dig, drop the toe, scuff, brush, toe, heel to lift the left foot. Kind of sort of with words. Let's do it with music. Not with music, with actually doing it. So we dig, step together, dig, step together, dig, rotate, drop the toe, step on the ball of the foot, drop the heel, toe tap of the open leg, step onto the ball of the foot of the open leg, drop the heel, dig, another dig, drop the toe, scuff, brush, toe, heel, and lift the left heel. So I'm gonna turn around and do that for you guys a couple times. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is just a hold. And that's like kind of a piston action. So after your scuff, brush, you press the ball of the foot down, and the heel of that foot, when that drops, that pushes the left heel up so that you have that free to step out on that for the next move. So I'm gonna do that facing the back one more time. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. If you really want to get nitty gritty about the counts, it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hold 8. Yes. So there's a couple and counts in there. So just be cognitive of that. So moving on, we just dropped our right heel while lifting the left heel. We step out onto the ball of the foot. And this is chain together, kind of fast. It's step out, brush together, step out, brush together. And the action of your foot brushing in is almost like it's kicking that foot out to step into the next, step of the whole entire phrase. So if we're here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Within the rhythm, there's 2 straight swinging swinging rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one, the third one, is very straight in the rhythm. So instead of blending the sounds together a little bit and making them kind of flow together, you really want to almost syncopate the tap sounds. So putting words. So we do it once going to the left, once going to the right, and then once more going back. So all together that looks like 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and that's all we're gonna put on today. But really be careful if you're practicing on slippery floors about those wings. Again, flash ups anytime you're taking your weight into a flashy or off balance in tap shoes can be very dangerous if you're not warm and if you don't have space and if you're on a slippery floor. So just be careful if you have any of those factors. Just practice 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even switch legs. Just trying to get that double sound. And even if you can do your wings, that's a really great practice to kind of just hold something or stand in the middle of the floor and practice that coordination of releasing the ankle so it can get that double tap sound on the back way or on the way back in. Cool. So let's do that all together with counts from the beginning, and then we'll do it again with music, and then you will be able to tell me if you have any questions and email me so I can address them next week or in an email later. Yeah, okay. So starting from the very beginning with our right foot, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whole foot, 1, 2, 3, whole foot, 1, 2, 3, whole foot, 1, 2, 3, together, 1, 2, 3, together, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8. Let's try that with music. Cross your fingers, see how that goes. Again, if you develop any questions or you need further clarification or you just need feedback, reach out to me, contact me, let me know what part of these videos are working or not. If you like the full body view, or if you prefer for at times, especially if we're doing more complicated stuff, if you just want the feet, because I know especially for the paddle and roll stuff that might be more helpful to really get an idea of what exactly tap sounds I'm making. Again, tell me what you need. I'm here as your resource, and I've got time, and I love dance. So let's do this one last time and have a great time with it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna leave it at that. Make sure after you're done practicing, you properly cool down, you are drinking water, you're washing your hands, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the resources that I sent out last week. Again, if you have any questions for me, let me know. If you need more, you know, resources or things to look at, I have a ton of tap things that I could send your way. I love tap. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I miss you all and I hope to see you guys in the studio soon.